Happy Sunday. So another question from somebody off of Facebook. Hershey Smith wants to know about how to make nail trimming a more positive experience. That's a great question, particularly because it's not how to make nail trimming easy. That's the wrong question. So I've got some tips for you. Not every dog is going to be great about getting his nails trimmed. A lot of dogs aren't, but there's a lot of things that you can do to make it easier, and the things that we try to do around the clinic when we have them come in. For starters, you need a good set of nail trimmers. These are what we call Resco nail trimmers, and I actually really like those. I'll tell you why in just a second. You see they kind of guillotine like that. And these are a pair of Miller's Forge. You can buy these on Amazon. They cost about $10-15. They're heavy duty. You don't want cheap ones. You want something that's going to go right through there. The reason I like these better, they go forward in guillotine style, and when you're doing this, if you're coming from the side, you're pinching that nail as you go. They work well, and they're great for like the heavy-duty, real big dogs that have real thick nails. I mean, they're easier for us to use, but I really do think they kind of pinch the nail, and that makes it uncomfortable because remember, the inside of that nail is alive, so I think it's like they're squeezing their thumb every time, and I doubt it really hurts, but it's probably a little uncomfortable, and if they already don't like it, you really don't want to make them uncomfortable. So another tip, and one of the reasons I like these too, is instead of trying to pick their feet up, what I've found is very effective, and if I had a dog here, it might make a little more sense. Leave the foot on the ground and use your nail trimmers and just get up under the nail. You don't need to pick the nail up. Just slide under there and snap. You can do that with the Miller Forges as well, but I actually really like this because you can just kind of slide it under there, and I feel like you got a little more control because they're real thin. You can replace the blades on these too, which is nice. You can see they just pop out right back there. Another tip, if you are having a particularly difficult time, is going to be to do what you do to make anything else positive. Treats, food, attention. I like to get two people involved, try to minimize restraint. Again, if the pet feels like they're being held down, something is about to happen, something stressful is about to happen, they're going to make it more difficult. So having somebody at the front giving treats, paying attention to the pet while you sneakily get a nail or two, that's great. Another trick for the dogs who really don't like it is to stop trying to do a nail trim. Start trying to trim a nail. We don't have to do everything right now. If you make a habit of trimming one or two nails every night, you can get them done easily. And if you don't keep pushing until the dog gets frustrated and you get frustrated, it's a much more doable, positive experience for everybody. So there's some tricks and tips. Beyond that, for the dogs that are really anxious about it, sedation, drugs can be very helpful. A lot of our patients come here on a drug called trazodone. For patients that we've seen before, if you think they need something to just take the edge off, ask us. It's a very safe medication, just an anti-anxiety medication, and calms them down a little bit. It's not going to take the dog who you have to peel off the ceiling and make it doable. Don't have too high hopes in that department, but it can make them more relaxed. That makes you more relaxed. That makes it a more positive experience. So there's some tips about nail trimming, and I have a couple more questions to get through hopefully this week. If you have other questions, post them down below, and have a great Sunday.